I know we've established, at least in your universe, Dallas, that we can't canonically speak to each other as animals in, like, common. But what do we think about speaking in Druidic as animals?
I don't know.
I think it's still the animal bit.
Because I'm going to be real, Torin doesn't know speak to animals. He would rather have had more fire spells, and he does have more fire spells.
Oh,
So here we are.
I support Torn's love of fire.
When Allie is in animal form, she is actually a flock of crows, and crows can mimic human noises, so you might think you are talking to Allie, but you are not.
Oh dear.
That's so meta, because now we know that, but our characters probably don't still.
You never know.
So what's going to happen is Torin is going to talk to you as a murder of crows, and you're just going to respond back with what he says, and he's going to be like, wow, what a great conversationalist. This is excellent. That's how half the book was written.
No wonder your book didn't sell.
Half book. It was a great book, guys.
It was a great book.
It was so good.
I'm still mad that we're broke as jokes. Why didn't we make more money? This is a problem.
That's what we're gonna figure out. I am so looking forward to you guys getting to the bottom of this whole fiasco.
Someone has some explaining to do.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
who rolled 7,280 d20s?
Dallas.
I'm recalibrating Roll20's rolling.
Dallas. Who do you think?
And yet, that doesn't look like what I imagine 7,280 d20 rolls would look like. It doesn't take up nearly as much screen.
No.
It takes up quite a bit of scrolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
that's fair.
I feel obligated to do this, but no, I shouldn't. I'll wait till the end of the game.
It's the end of the game as we know it.
And I'm gonna roll 200,000 d6.
Okay.
I was gonna say I don't feel like that is 7,200.
And all our devices crashed. I'm trying to process that.
Is this...
It's the amount of dice spilled by the truck that spilled Chessex dice all over the Georgia highway.
Yeah.
Oh. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nowhere
Oh,
close
hey, we're
to
live.
7,000.
Yeah, we are. Okay, that did not do what I wanted it to do.
How many is it, Casey?
I would have to guess that it's close to 1,000. But, I mean, that's just kind of the mean. You did not roll low enough to get only 10,000 on 7,000 d20. Oh gosh. Oh, there's... Yeah, I'm gonna guess that the max is about 1,000.
That makes more sense.
Good evening, Mercy.
It is. It's about 1,000. I just actually counted how many rows it was.
Nice.
It's about 5 per row, and it was just short. It was just short of 20 rows. So
nice.
Not 20. 2,000. 2,000 rows.
2,000.
Not 2,000. 200. I am struggling
Third
with
time's the
numbers
charm.
today. Have
Third
mercy on
time
me.
is the charm.
The one
200 rows of 5 is 1,000. At least I got the multiplication. Here comes the speaker, friends.
You got the significant digits correct.
We did the math.
I'm doing my best.
We did the monster math.
I understand.
I am doing my best. I'm sorry.
Your best is just fine, friend.
And I just finished picking out my last spell. Also, I should go ahead and mention that anytime that he casts a spell, I will be rolling however many number of spells I have in that level.
Oh, Basket of Mercy, Dallas just tried to roll 7,000 d20s for the sake of rolling 7,000 d20s.
And we found out that it likely Roll20 has a cap of rolling 1,000 dice at a time, which is sad, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, because
Really?
like,
Is
sometimes
it?
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
I'm sorry, but if you're ever playing a game and you need that many d20s to calculate your damage, something is broken.
You're just playing with
What's your
regular.
dexterity? 600.
Your BBEG is 2 BBEG.
I did have to roll maximum fall damage this morning.
No.
Yes, we heard.
It wasn't so much fall damage as much as it was
Fine,
hanging
she got
damage.
reincarnated as a wyvern.
Everything
What
is fine.
happened?
It's just like everything was fine. So yes, she technically
okay.
died horribly, but reincarnated as a dragon.
What
Why?
I'm
Oh.
genuinely
Why are you
uncertain.
rolling 500,000.
Why?
Oh dear.
I'm testing the parameters of the system.
Why?
I didn't realize B6 was here
For
tonight.
science.
B6 is always here because when you get me, you get all of my split personalities. I'm just usually the DM, so you can't tell.
Yeah, I am
That's
genuinely
right, you're a
interested in
player
figuring
this
out
game.
how that wyvern is going to take being a wyvern.
Yeah, what happened to the wyvern spirit?
Overridden.
Dallas,
Yes.
I have I have something to say to you.
Uh-oh.
That out of context is going to be very scary, but I have your murder ready.
Okay.
And we never saw Dallas again.
Suddenly, the door to my house that I never locked bursts open.
Game over music plays in the background.
Wait, why is boss music playing?
Dun 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 dun.
Yes, Basket of Mercy, it is crows.
Drugs?
Oh, the drugs owl. Excellent.
Rats?
Drugs?
Wonderful.
Precisely.
Who invited him?
So, when we do introduce our characters as they enter the tavern, would y'all be interested in reading those little descriptions that were reposted recently?
Absolutely.
I will do my best.
Delightful.
I feel like I
Oh, are
should
they
warn
back
everyone,
in
but I'm still trying to
the
decide what accent
private
this character's
message?
gonna have.
Elliot, what is that?
Someone said drugs, so I posted the meme that came to mind. Technically part of a series, and the
It's
next
from
one.
Disenchantment.
What is that? Yes, that is the one. Rats?
I got
Do
you,
want
Ed.
to
Don't
do
worry.
rats? Thank you. Thank you.
Who invited him?
Okay, so it is now the 7 o'clock. And are we ready to get this show on the road?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, good evening, everyone. Just
Good
your friendly
evening.
reminder. Yes, good evening. Just your friendly reminder that while we are proud of our product, we must admit none of us are actually in a professional recording studio. We are recording on a myriad of devices and internet qualities. Please give us patience if there are technical difficulties and or interruptions from pets and toddlers. We love all of you and hope you enjoy the show. And first, let's introduce ourselves in the order we see in our Discord chat. Go ahead and tell us your name, your character name, and we have a different one tonight, your animal companion name, and tonight's question. It's a long list tonight. What is your character and animal companion's morning routine?
So hi, I'm Alex. I definitely forgot that the read-in opens with good evening. Tonight I will be playing Lynn, Autumn Dancer, and her elk steed Jubilee. And their morning routine after snuggling with Iria for a little while is some lovely greens and brushing Jubilee carefully, and usually, if time and supplies permit, a nice long bath.
Well, hello. My name is Anna, and I am one of the co-DMs on this live stream. I will be playing a variety of characters tonight, and may or may not be an animal companion in there somewhere. So today you will hear about my morning routine, which frequently includes sleeping in until the last possible second, where I do have 2 dogs and a cat who are all of the snuggles, and they will leave the bed after I do.
Hello, I am Dallas MacArthur. I'm usually another one of the co-DMs on this channel, but tonight, once again, I am a player. I will be playing Allie Flintheart and her animal companion. That is technically a murder of crows, though at present it will be one crow that is sometimes called Morrigan. Our morning routine is definitely trying to find somebody that we can scare the ever-living crap out of just to get that right vibe in the morning.
Hello. I assume it's my turn now. Hello. I'm Elliot. I am playing Torin this evening and his animal companion, who is actually a fire spirit, because he's a wildfire druid. And his wildfire spirit's name is Flamey. Their morning routine usually consists of scouring the belongings of pretty much anyone near them, just to check, see what valuables they may or may not have, and then usually burning something, the usual.
Good evening. I'm Casey, and my character tonight is Grong, and he has his animal companion Scales, who's a koi. Their morning routine is to find the nearest pond, jump in it, swim around for a few minutes, and get on their way. Takes a whole 5 minutes.
Hi, I'm Melanie. I will be playing Iria this evening and her animal companion Shawnee. And Iria's morning routine is very much like that of a cat. Sleep in a warm place as long as possible with all the cozies, all the snuggles, and then wake up, groom, eat, maybe go back to sleep, repeat. Yeah.
That sounds great. Well, just a word about tonight's game. Our characters, who are all druids with their animal companions, have won a sweepstakes to get their self-help book published, but are in a dispute because they are still broke, despite their book being fabulous. They are meeting their publisher face to face for the first time in a local tavern in Lupkit, whom they have only known so far as Voak. Everyone, please roll initiative. And this is initiative just for your characters, not also for your animal companions.
Well, I'm not using digital dice for the rest of the evening.
I was gonna say, nice going, Lynn.
I mean, Area didn't do much better.
No.
It's fine. We slept in.
Yeah, that's true.
Have we already abandoned the digital dice?
Roll20 and I got into a very big fight back when I was still using it for Curse of Strahd, and I don't like Roll20 very much.
I think it's
Roll-
less that we abandoned the digital dice and more that they abandoned us a long time ago.
That is
That's it.
probably more accurate.
Roll20 killed one of my characters earlier today, so I gave it one
Was
more
it
chance,
really
and it gave me a
Roll20?
natural one.
Was it really Roll20?
It's fine. She got reincarnated as a wyvern. You're never gonna let that go. I'm kidding.
I mean, y'all didn't let her murdering a bank teller go, so why should I do anything different?
I'm just giving you a hard time.
No
Oh
bank
my
tellers were
goodness.
harmed in the making of this live stream.
Yes,
certainly
this live stream.
Yeah, others, well,
We'll
can't
see.
say about that. So, Grong, you are the first to arrive into this tavern where you have orchestrated with your group to meet up with your publisher, Voak. As you enter, can you give me a perception check?
I can certainly try.
Wonderful. As you step into the room, could you tell us a little about Grong?
Yeah, so Grong's a pretty big Goliath. He's kind of got hunched back, probably from carrying a big 50-gallon drum with him wherever he goes for his little animal companion Scales. Yeah, imagine Kronk jumping rope, and that's basically what you get.
Excellent. Well, as you scan the room, you do see only a few patrons in the tavern. It is mid afternoon, and so the lively atmosphere will probably not start until the evening. The workers are doing their regular cleaning routines. However, you can easily observe your publisher, who did send over a portrait of himself in his flyers, sitting at a table in the hall with an assorted pile of books surrounding him, talking to a customer.
All right. First thing Grong does is he pulls out his notebook of things that he's done all year and writes, "Showed up at tavern." And he will approach the table. Excuse me.
Oh, yes, hello, I am Voak, yes. Would you like a book? Yes.
Are there supposed to be more people? I think. And he like counts on his finger how many co-authors there were.
Oh, you are here to meet for your publishing. Yes, that is what you want. Yes, from Voak.
Yeah, we made a book. And it went to
Yes.
public.
Yes, yes, more coming, more to come. Yes, take a seat. course. Make comfortable. See your book before you and others as well. Yes, they are wonderful books that Voak has published. Yes.
Grung will start flipping through a couple of the books and realize that he can't read a lot of them because they're not in a language that he knows very well.
All right. And Ali and Torin, you two arrive at about the same time, pulling up to this tavern in the ice swamps.
Ali looks, I'm going to assume, down at Torin with a little bit of a smirk. You ready for this?
Torin looks back coolly at this figure that he apparently knows, because apparently we all know each other, right? That's a thing.
We
established
co-authored a
that.
book. I hope we know each other.
It could have been distance writing, man. I don't know. We all just submitted the manuscripts together on like whatever their equivalent of Google Docs is. Man, I don't know. So yeah, Torin looks back and he's just like, as ready as I'll ever be.
Ali steps into the bar and looks around for anyone she knows.
And a clarifying question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this establishment made of wood?
Yes.
Ali rolls
Okay.
her eyes.
Noted.
Would both of you please make a perception check as well as tell us a little bit about your characters?
Perception 23.
16 for me.
Mhm.
Ali is a not particularly tall human, but well within the average bracket. An immense amount of definitely unnaturally purple hair is always done to be up to give her a couple extra inches. She also wears a pair of goggles for no apparent reason. There's never not a crow in her vicinity, though if you pay attention, it's not always the same crow.
Is it my turn?
Hmm?
Okay, I didn't want to step on
Absolutely.
anything that you were saying. Torin is for a gnome, fairly tall, but he is still a gnome, and so he's like, what, like 4 feet or something like that is around their height. So anyway, fairly short by standards of everyone else in the group, apparently. And he looks around and scopes out the room, and a mischievous smile will come over his face. A particularly perceptive person might logically make the assumption, especially from the fire spirit, that he may be assessing how flammable his surroundings are, and he is pleased by what he sees.
Good. Good.
What's a
So-
23 perception get me?
So, looking around the tavern, you don't really see anybody that you know offhand. Though, if you were to guess, you would think that this skeleton over here might be one of the source of legends that you've heard floating around, that there is a skeleton who moves from nation to nation, sometimes causing problems, sometimes taking up causes, and sometimes he's just there in the background, but regardless, he is always finely dressed. You also both observe that there is a dragonborn meditating. There are 2 more dragonborns in discussion over here regarding some deal or other. There's also, who you recognize from his pamphlet, a Voak over in the corner discussing with a presumed customer over a pile of books and another author. You also see the staff of the tavern flitting about their business, cleaning and preparing for the night rush.
Where is the meditating dragonborn?
Meditating Dragonborn
Ah.
is on the carpet over here.
With a soft snicker, Allie sends one of her crows to sit on its head, while skipping over to the table and sitting across from the large Goliath.
And we all do know each other, right?
That's
I
up
assume
to
we
you
know
all.
each other, but according to Basket of Mercy, we do not have any audio.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. My computer says we're still sending audio. Someone that is in the Discord, also in the live stream, the Twitch. That's what I mean to say.
Check.
I will.
Apparently, there
Well,
is still some audio. So
La, la,
Yeah,
la.
I
Oh,
just checked, and there's audio on my end.
okay.
Oh, I guess I could have checked.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all right. All right, carry on. Do we all know each other? Was the clarifying question.
That is a question for you all to answer. How involved was your process in writing this book?
Torn wrote the chapters on theft and embezzlement. And arson. Yeah. Arson,
Anyway,
how not to get caught.
yeah, Grong would give his usually excited big hugs as he runs up to each of his friends and is like, I'm so glad you made it. There was no one here that I knew. It's so good that you're here.
As Grong vacates his seat, Allie will flip over the table and sit in his vacated chair.
Oh, you're sneaky again like that.
Smart. Only always, big guy. How's it been going?
We were meeting here to read books.
I think we're trying to sell them, but I could be mistaken. We can just make it a reading party if that would suit you better. How's your little fishy?
He's very good. And Grong reaches back in his bucket and picks up scales and holds them out.
Who's a good little fishy? Who's a good little fishy?
And as you are petting the fish, Ali and Iria, not Ali and Iria and Lynn, would you all like to arrive together or separately?
Together.
Excellent. Then I will cease and desist with this turn order. And as you enter, could you tell us a little bit about your characters?
Would you like to go first, friend?
Absolutely. Lynn, Autumn Dancer, has a tongue seemingly too big for her mouth. She needs incense to bring back her familiar and is utterly devoid of confidence. She is a half elf with blue tinged skin, white hair, and purple eyes. And she is staying very close to Iria, and if Iria will permit, kind of clinging to her arm.
Oh, absolutely. That's totally within realm of comfort for Iria. Area is pretty tall for a human. She's about 5'9". She's got a very tan skin and red hair, and apparently has buns of steel and armor to match. So, as we do. And she is holding her animal companion, who is a very fluffy orange long-haired cat, and very excited to finally be meeting this seemingly incompetent publisher of theirs.
All right. So, as you enter the tavern, may I have perception checks?
That'd be an 18.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 20.
All right. So as you enter, you can both see that the waitstaff is busy getting ready for the evening. You can see the characters that I have described previously, only now many are gathered at the table with Voak. And you can also see a dragonborn who has ceased meditating and is now stroking this crow that is nestled in his lap.
It was supposed to sit on his head, but if it made its way to his lap, I completely understand. Petting is bribery with crows.
Oh, he took it from his head and placed it in his lap.
Aha!
Would we be aware that the individual at the table is the publisher we're supposed to be meeting?
Yes, his picture was in his pamphlet, and so you would have recognized his face.
Oh yeah, then we're beelining that way.
Loon, Irina! And Grog runs and picks up both of them for her.
Hello.
How tall is Grog? Or Grong?
That's a good question.
Was I on mute? Sorry. About 7'6", 7'7".
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, definitely taller than my 6'10". Half of. I don't know how I got that stat, but apparently here we are. Lynn will hug back.
So will Iria.
Come, join, sit.
And as you join the table, Voak is just beaming with delight. Oh, yes, you are here. Yes. Have you enjoyed the publishing of your book?
Well, we're still broke, so no.
Broke? You are broke, you say?
Where's our money?
Torin whistles an innocent. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, what do you mean? You have signed an agreement with Voak, yes?
To get paid, yes.
To publish. You noted that you would like to pursue assisted self-publishing with Voak. Yes, yes, it is different from traditional publishing, yes.
So what you're saying is that you are the con man this time, says Allie.
Con man for Voak? No, we only take 8% of publishers' net revenues for paperback copies sold to work, up to 1,000 copies, and 10% on copies sold from work up to 1,000 and 1 to 5,000 copies. And, well, you know the contract. You signed the contract from Voak. Yes, yes.
What are these
Skeptical.
books on the table in front of us?
What?
the books on the table right here. What are these? Are these our book? Is it someone else's book? What book is this?
Those are your books. Yes. They are
Wait,
meant to be sold. Yes.
Oh, so we just haven't sold any yet.
Not above. No.
Not above what?
What? Oh. You haven't sold over 1,000 copies.
Torin looks around the room. He's like, anyone want to buy a book? Any takers? Anyone? Buy a book?
These two dragonborns shake their heads and continue about their business. And Voak kind of clears his throat. We have had some feedback from sources about your book, but it might be painful to hear.
Torin is gonna throw a book at someone and then demand money from them.
Lynn,
Allie
Lynn would
Allie
like-
leans over to Voak and says, "Painful for whom? Us or you?" As a crow is standing menacingly on the table.
excellent. Lynn has gotten out her totally normal deck of playing cards, definitely not a magical deck of many things, and started idly shuffling it.
Grong holds up the book that he's holding out to Voak and says, "You mean we wrote this? Did you change the language?"
No. But for your book, some have said it lacks personal experience, that they would like not only to hear the self-help of advice, but the self-help of stories. They want a different ending.
Are
They
Voak's
want
hands
to
on the
hear
table?
your lives. Yes.
Morgan pecks one of them.
Ah! Hey! Voak is a publishing helper. Do not peck Voak.
Do I have any particular knowledge of who this person is and what their tendency is from my time as a bounty hunter?
Do Voak.
Yes.
Roll history.
All right, so after my -1 to history, that is a 19.
Still a nat 20.
You, from your bounty hunter days, you know that Voak flies under the radar, but he doesn't get himself in trouble, but he does work for some very either shady or legitimate organizations as the middleman. He gets things done and is usually he has a reputation for pleasing both sides.
Okay.
He's not on the run.
He's probably the kind of person I would go to looking for someone who is on the run, though.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Would I have
Just
to roll
checking.
something for Torin to throw a book at Frank?
Yes.
Okay, what do I have to roll?
Roll a melee attack? Attack with book?
To throw a book?
17.
Roll for book.
17 to throw a book.
Okay, hold on.
Not like to hit him, but just to throw it at him, so it lands like...
Yeah, that's at him. Okay. So you have President Frank's attention. The book lands, it hits the bar and lands on the floor.
Did he touch it at any point? Did it like land on his knee or something?
No.
Curses.
You said you wanted it to hit near him,
Well,
and it did.
yeah, that's true. It did hit near him. Okay, that's fair. All right. All right, that book's his now.
Precise
He
language,
needs to pay for it. That's merchandise, sir.
President Frank looks at you with a tilted skull, shakes his head, and turns back to the bar.
So Voax said that people were not happy that the book didn't have a story ending, right?
That is correct. That's a good summary.
So you're saying they wanted to read a fiction novel and not a self-help book? Then why didn't they buy a
No.
fiction book?
No, they don't want fiction story. They want your story of conquering, your story of self-help, finding out what is good and what is winning. They don't want your advice. They want your story.
Torin looks around and he's like, I told you guys you should have let me put the bank heist in.
How loudly do you say that?
Loudly enough so everyone can hear it.
Oh gosh. You now have these
That's-
two Dragonborn's attention.
You also have Lynn's attention.
It's as I always say,
Yay.
it's not
What?
about the end, but it's about the fish we make along the way.
Torin,
Delicious,
what
delicious fish.
what heist? You did not this mention.
In an effort to avoid the question, Torin turns into a wolf.
Okay. I do not have a wolf token for you, but you are now a wolf.
Oh.
Lynn, it's okay.
Allie starts humming
now.
a Duran Duran song under her breath.
Excellent. Now it's stuck in my head.
You're welcome. I don't even have to sing songs to get songs stuck in people's head. That is the kind of power I have.
It is quite intense.
Torin crawls under the table.
Oh.
So what are you suggesting we do, Voac?
Well, it depends on your goal, yes? If you want money now and not wait for 1,000, you can negotiate your contract. If you want to sell more, we can discuss strategy. We can market. We can find new audience. There are ways to go.
Well, that's your job as our
What
publisher,
is your
right?
goal? You chose self-publishing, assisted self-publishing, which is different from traditional publishing. Technically, from what you chose, you are in charge of that. I am being helpful because I am Voac. And you all seem to need the help.
Iria looks less than pleased.
Torin growls from under the table.
Lynn has a big frown on her face. You want
Do you
new ending?
It is not my book to say. If you want more money, there is money available, but it is the publisher's money. If you want more sales, that is a longer project.
Voak, what think of this story? Cheated druids take money back from shady publisher.
Oh, yeah, when I talked about a bank heist, everyone got all mad, but now we're talking about liberating our money from the publisher, and it's all of a sudden a noble social cause.
Morgan the crow is following Torin the wolf around, and as Lynn speaks a nice, subtle threat, Morgan the crow pokes Voak's foot this time.
Hey, do not,
And then
do
points
not
at Torin the
poke
wolf.
Torin points a paw right at the crow.
This is excellent. This is the best.
You have signed contract. Voak signed contract is here to help. If you want your money back, I do not have it. I can give you instructions to heist a publisher, if that is your wish. Fighting Voak will not get you money. I am here on marketing with books.
Voak, you misunderstand. We don't want money. We want the satisfaction of seeing you jump every time we threaten you. Morgan pokes his other foot.
Lynn goes from like very sure of herself to very confused. And she sits down and she pulls a card from her deck.
Okay, number between 1 and 13.
8.
Okay, text coming your way. Please read aloud.
Eight, the throne. The character becomes a true leader in people's eyes. The castle gained appears in any open area she wishes, but the decision where to place it must be made within 1 hour.
I vote right here.
What? Great. Okay. Cool. Well, while you're thinking about your castle, Voak will look over at Ali and say, "You want Voak to suffer?"
It's not about the sadism of it. It's about seeing our words have an effect on you.
You could give me a compliment and I would smile. That is effect for Voak, yes.
But you haven't done anything to deserve a compliment yet. And it would seem, though, that my friend's harsh words have been deserved.
I follow contract. You signed contract, just like Voak.
You say you want to help us, but you're not providing any information that'll help us. So either provide information to help us, or we'll figure some other way to get the information we need.
Voak folds his hands on the table and looks very uncomfortable. He says, Voak has offered help. You are not listening. I can help. Your book is not selling. We can adjust contract to give you money now on what books have sold. Or we can go with new strategies to make your book sell more to get you money with original contract with more sales. Yes? These are two options Voak has offered. With threat, there is third option. I can give you instructions to go to publisher and steal money. Not just your money, any money. But that is not preferable for Voak.
What sounds like more fun?
Long-term gain?
What do the rest of you think? What sounds like a more fun plan?
I like games too.
Allie leans over the table. I think I can comfortably speak for Torin in saying I would rather rob a bank.
Torin nods his big wolf head.
And it's like cops and robbers?
Exactly. The fun part being when you don't get caught.
Aria's gonna very gently pat Lynn's hand and just grin ear to ear like an idiot.
Voak will sigh
Allie reaches
heavily.
down and gives Torin a scritch right between the ears.
Torin gives Allie a look like if she tries that again, she's gonna get lit on fire.
Good luck lighting me on fire in that form, Mr. Wolf.
Soft growl.
Robbing bank, bad publicity.
Well, then we'll just have to wear disguises now, won't we?
Or not be seen. Either way works.
Lynn fidgets and wets her lips several times. No.
How do you suggest?
I want sell book. We've worked hard.
Is this long game you were talking about?
She nods.
I don't know the rules of long game.
Means more money, but have to wait. Waiting, good. Waiting, met Iria. Met
Waiting
you.
boring, you mean, says Allie, reaching across to try to give Grong a reassuring pat.
Shawnee has taken a seat on the table across from Voak and is just staring him dead in the eyes. In that really typical cat not blinking, direct eye contact way.
Voak is going to stare right back at the cat, but address Iria. Will cat eat Voak?
Depends on if you make him mad.
I wouldn't test it. I heard that they really like lizard meat.
Not a lizard.
Also,
Do you think the cat is smart enough to tell the difference?
Are you calling my cat dumb?
Shh, shh, shh.
Also, and I switched to Druidic. I am a queen now. Apparently.
Excellent. So you can get us in then.
I can make a castle.
And then we'll rob the castle.
It would be our castle, so
Lynn points at
That doesn't
herself.
seem to be dissuading Torin any. He's nodding enthusiastically.
I love how Torin and I are on the same wavelength here.
it would be Lynn's castle.
Lynn pauses and thinks for a minute. Rob neighboring kingdoms bank.
Aha!
So we are going on a heist.
Cops and robbers! I be the bad guy!
You are all being too loud.
But we're speaking in Druidic.
At the mention of a heist, Torin rolls his eyes and lets out a big sigh, as if to say, I told you so.
This was the only logical conclusion.
Emboldened by the last result, we're gonna try again. And Lynn is going to pull another card.
Oh my gosh!
This is gonna get dangerous so fast.
Okay. Number 1 through 13. Go for it.
Another 8.
You already pulled that card. It's not there anymore. Try again.
Okay. Wait, I pulled that card too.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Okay. I'm not being amazing. Please read it aloud.
Alrighty. This is probably a good thing. 6. The talents. Every magic item you wear or carry disintegrates. Artifacts in your possession aren't destroyed, but do vanish. Carrying only one magic item. Vanya pulls the card, looks at it, and it just Thanos disappears. It turns into dust like it's Endgame.
But it didn't want to go.
Poor Lynn.
Oh.
Was that a Doctor Who reference?
That was probably like 3
Yes.
references in one at this point.
I'm gonna go cry in a
All the
corner for a bit.
references.
Yeah.
Okay, is this really turning into a heist? Because I am all about this.
I
Well,
am here
think
for
we
the
need
murder
I think we need to
of
agree on
crows
this
with the
first.
heist.
I think we need to agree on this first. I think we all need to be on the same page of the self-help book.
Ollie looks at Torin.
All right, because Torin
Oh,
is
we're
definitely
already
on
on the
page
same
57,
page.
halfway through embezzlement.
So you're like 3 pages away from Lynn's chapter, which is all about evading legal consequences.
And then the following chapter on arson. The book has a really nice flow.
It's weird how the book has 2 chapters on arson.
I know, it's really strange.
Part 1 and Part 2. It was too much to fit in one chapter. Duh. Accelerants
Who
alone
wrote
is
part
like
1
a
and who
third of
wrote
it.
Part 2? That's the important question.
Gronk, did you switch sides of the table just because to show that you're switching sides of the argument, or was there more to it?
Oh, you guys know the plan. Do I get to be a bad guy?
Yes, Gronk, you get to be the baddest of the bad guys.
Oh, you're so fun.
High
I
five.
like you. high fives back. So, who are the good guys? Who do we stay away from?
I don't know yet. We have to decide who we're robbing. From the sound of it, we could rob Lynn in their castle if we wanted to.
I would really prefer that you didn't.
Voak,
Yes.
how make books sell more?
Sell more with meeting with the publisher and discussing strategies for either for marketing or for rewrites.
Torin lets out an obnoxiously loud yawn when Voak starts talking about logistical stuff.
You are publisher, yes?
Yes.
This is that meeting.
No. No. I give information. I do not research the information. I will not be most helpful. Who is most helpful is marketing department in publisher headquarters. They have entire team of people who organize, who edit, who draft, who can redesign, who can have pictures or content.
I don't know. That sounds like
You
at least
know.
a 10-man raid.
That also sounds like stuff that should have been taken care of before it went to publishing originally.
No. You wrote a book. It is good book. Sometimes audience does not accept. And there is process. Again, you chose assisted self-publishing. If you had chosen traditional publishing, you would have made more recommendations. But you wanted to be the sole owner of record, but also have sole responsibility for dissemination.
Lynn's head is just kind of dog tilting from one side to the other as Voak talks.
That's a lot of words.
So is Torin's.
Is
But
Morgan
here I
successful in
am.
pickpocketing President Frank?
Roll sleight of hand.
I already did.
For the
It's in the
bird.
chat.
Oh, yes, excellent. Let's see what President Frank's doing. Oh, almost, but instead,
Could the crow have advantage if Flamey helps by distracting President Frank?
roll performance for Flamey.
Oh gosh, what stat is that? Dexterity? No, charisma. Charisma.
Charisma.
That's a 3.
Okay, well, yeah, you do not distract President Frank, and so the bird starts like going over President Frank's ribs. You know, not really finding much, but Skeleton looks over at the bird, kind of smiles, and reaches into his coat pocket and hands out an emerald ring.
Morgan takes the ring and flies over to the meditating dragonborn.
Aw. The dragonborn will take the ring and nod to President Frank and offer the bird more pets.
with a ha-ha, the bird flies over this way.
I think Grong would try to make a sale. So he's going to take a book over to this guy and say,
This guy?
yep. Go
Okay.
hold out the book and say, this is a book for you. This is a book specifically written for you. Your book.
Well, hello there. Now, how could you possibly know that, stranger?
Because it's very helpful. It was written for you.
And who am I?
You are someone who needs help. See, self-help.
Out of all
Can I
these
help?
people in the room here, how are you going to help?
I am torn between two things. I am considering simply pickpocketing this fellow. I am also considering putting a dagger in his back ribs and whispering very softly, "Take the book and pay for it."
Both.
Whichever you would like.
Both of those things.
I'll pickpocket after if
close.
it's successful.
Okay.
So the intimidation first, definitely. I don't know what else you would have me roll for that.
My Roll20 is not showing that roll.
I have not rolled
See.
anything yet.
Oh,
I'm waiting for
okay.
you to tell me what to roll.
Oh.
I just used the word intimidation because I don't know what else to call what I'm doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Intimidation for the knife in the back, but you can also sleight of hand if you want to. Okay. Intimidation.
I'm better at sleight of hand.
So, this character stiffens and kind of looks over his shoulder and whispers to you, "Well, now you could charm the dew right off a honeysuckle." Turns back to Wrong and says, "Well, looks like I was wrong, friend. I surely need some help if you're offering that book. How much for that piece of literature that's gonna change my life?"
Grong looks over at Voak and says, I'm making sale. We charge for this, right?
Voak definitely does a face palm.
We do have flanking on this guy.
Voak says, "Yes, if you would like to sell books, it is typical that you charge for the book. Otherwise, it is called a gift or charity, should you prefer."
Ah,
How much normal price?
Normal price for your book is 2 silver.
Grong hands him the book and says, we charge money for this.
Lynn
I'd
looks
imagine-
totally offended at that price.
Allie does a
Area
face
does
palm.
too.
Speaking of, I got a 23 on my sleight of hand. Did that get me anything out of his pockets?
Yes. really wish you hadn't done that.
Why?
Oh, you'll find out.
Okay. What'd I get?
Hold on. Wasn't expecting to access this book. I've got it. But yes, you do get things from him. Roll a d4 for me, please.
I have some physical dice. Let me trust them more. 3.
Excellent. One, 2, 3. You retrieve 3 vials with a blue liquid in them.
Excellent. I pocket 2 of them and give the third one to Morgan.
All right.
Morgan flies it over to Torin.
Yes!
And just drops it inconspicuously on the ground. And then let's see, 30 feet away is... flies back over here.
And Ja'Cory will, or this Dragonborn fellow, will hand over 2 silver to Grong, having heard Voat quote the price. Now, is this the price we negotiate, or were you thinking of charging a premium for having met one of the authors?
I think this is good. I don't have any of this color, as he tosses it back into his tub.
Can I roll perception on the tub?
I'd like to. If you'd like to. Well, Grong, what does a 17 perception on the tub tell our friend Ali?
Well, you can definitely hear, like, stuff moving around. It sounds kind of like metal moving against metal underwater.
Hey, Grong. What do you use as a liner for that lovely tank you keep your little fishy in?
Well, I have these rocks, and he sets it down, and there are so many gold pieces in there.
Just don't tell anyone else.
Voak.
Yes? Voak is still looking very, very nervous.
Agreed price for book, not 2 silver.
Not?
No,
No.
was 2 gold.
Must be mistake.
On your
That
end, yes.
is.
Ari's
Do
gonna rest her
you?
elbows. Oh, sorry.
Do you have a copy of contract with you?
Can I check my bag to see if I do?
Lynn definitely doesn't because she
Absolutely.
can neither read nor write.
Roll investigation.
It's like
Roll your contract.
Grong definitely wouldn't have the contract, but he would have written all the contract down on his notebook of everything he's done this year.
17.
You do have the contract.
I'm gonna slam it down on the table, then put my elbows up and kind of lean forward on my hands and just grin.
Noak begins reading through the contract, and odd or even.
I will ask someone else to pick that because I don't trust myself.
Well, since it was my thing, I will go with odd.
Noak's fingers scroll through the rather large contract and begin to shake as his fingers find the line where quoted clearly, negotiated price of the book is 2 gold pieces. Swallows audibly. Ow. What you must remember is that you would have received still no money, as 1,000 copies have not been sold.
How many copies
Publisher,
have you sold?
57.
At 2 silver instead of 2 gold.
Yes. Oh, the only one who has lost money here so far is the publisher. Oak apologizes for this oversight.
How make book sell?
By speaking to marketing. They will
Where?
have suggestions. Marketing is in Jobix. It is in Azure. Azure, the jewel of Jobix. Do you know this place?
Lynn probably doesn't.
Would we know it?
You would know that it is the capital city of the next country over. Whether or not you had been there depends on your own personal histories.
I
But
rolled to
Voak,
see if I know.
yeah, absolutely. And Ali, you have heard of it, but you have not been there yourself.
Fair enough.
That would be a 16 for me.
Yes, you crossed the bay over there and have spent some time in the docks.
Lynn
Yeah.
would like to. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
no, you go first.
You can go.
Lynn would like to lean a little bit closer and kind of. She's starting to pick up Voak's syntax. Voak will take us. Yes?
Voak has many deals to work. However, I can give you instructions. Azure is the most accessible port. It has building docks, fishing, all the trade posts. It is not hard to find. You can find the marketing, and they will help you.
Do I believe this?
Roll some insight.
That is a 16.
He's just trying to do his job. This is the best idea he's got.
Do you have
However,
a wagon that we could take books and sell along the way?
Volak does not have such supplies, no.
Could you arrange it for us?
That would take significant time.
Well, considering the issues with the contract that we've uncovered, could you make it happen a little faster?
Volak cannot control the blizzards.
Grong at this point in time would realize that he forgot that it was snowing outside and run and look out the window.
It is clearly snowing outside. You are in an ice swamp.
Is Jubilee okay?
She should be fine. She's on the deck.
Okay.
Allie is rolling her eyes and looking at Torin. We leave the conversation for 2 minutes and they forget all about the heist.
Torin is sitting at the foot of one of the chairs, gnawing on a book.
Have you drinking the potion yet, or did you leave it on the ground where it dropped?
Forgot about the potion. It's how would he hold that?
Allie
Yes, I
is
guess
definitely helping you if you are looking to get potion in your mouth.
Yes, let's do it.
All right, Elliot, gonna need a D4. I'm sorry, D6.
Okay. That is a 6.
Drinker's body is transformed as if by the alter self spell. The drinker determines the transformation caused by the spell, the effects of which last for 10 minutes.
So
If I'm already shapeshifted, would nothing happen?
Presumably, you are now able to be a dog with gills.
Yeah, you can breathe underwater, you can grow natural weapons like claws or fangs, and there's one other thing it can do to you. And you get to pick which one you want.
Oh, cool. Well, let me look that up real quick. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, just look at the alter
person?
self spell.
Alter self. Okay.
So, Ali, when you come up from the table, you find the Dragonborn has touched your shoulder.
Yes, may I help you?
Well, I think so. Leans closer to whisper. That Voak there. It's about as sharp as mashed potatoes.
Allie
And
says
he
nothing, but
will...
Morgan flanks.
Ja'Cory will stand up to his height and say, I have business elsewhere. I do hope we meet again.
No, you don't. Tell me how you know this Voak. Allie scoots down the bench closer. Straddling the bench, of course, rather than sitting at it properly.
Of course. Nah. Don't know him side the conversation we've had since entering this tavern. But I know people. If you can call them that.
Oh, now you're deciding to be racist?
Nah. Just judging by intelligence.
Can Lynn hear this?
Ja'Cory is speaking in hushed tones, so if you would like to hear, you can certainly make a perception check.
I would love to see if I overhear this.
Morrigan is trying to
Okay.
pickpocket, for the record. Well, Allie is making the most intense eye contact she can muster.
It's an 8 on perception.
Excellent. You can hear and Morgan can pickpocket.
What'd Morgan get?
Roll a d4.
Lynn starts to cry.
Oh,
We're gonna
no.
call that a 1.
Morgan gets a key.
Excellent. Morgan tucks the key under their wing.
Let's rob his house.
Area is immediately trying to comfort Lynn. And trying
Allie
to
very
find out
suddenly
what's
breaks off the
wrong.
eye contact and scoots back towards Torin. All right then. Have a good day.
You as well. Enjoy your trinkets.
Grong, suddenly remembering his mission after staring at the snow for some time, would approach President Frank and say, excuse me, I have a book for you, a book specifically written for you, your book.
You're gonna do that every time, aren't you?
President Frank looks over and makes the thumbs up sign and opens his hand for you.
And Grong will place the book in the hands.
President Frank will open up a little coin purse and start counting out pieces and get you with shrugging his shoulders.
Oh, I remember this. We charged 2.
He sets out 2 copper, 2 silver, 2 gold, and 2 platinum. Again, shrugs his shoulders at you.
I don't have this one yet. And Grong quickly picks up the 2 copper pieces, very excited, and comes back
saw
to
that
report.
Do we see that? Do any of us see that?
Absolutely not.
Does Torin see that? Can I smell it? Can I smell the
Can I
copper?
smell it?
Tell me, Anna.
It
For the children.
is in like around the corner, so you can try to perceive it with disadvantage. Remember to be
I have
distant.
advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Okay, so you can rely on the hearing clink clink of the money, so it would just be a normal roll then.
Okay, so it would cancel the disadvantage. Oh, that's a 6.
No, you
Lynn is
I'm too
crying
busy, I'm
too
too busy
hard.
lying on a book.
It's okay. You don't need to perceive it because Grong's coming back very excitedly to tell you about his cell. And he holds out his hand and is like, I took the 2.
Torin sees that it's copper and immediately runs over to the table. Are the rest of the coins still out?
President Frank hasn't moved to put them away yet.
All right, Torin swipes them all in his mouth and runs back.
President Frank looks at you just as confused as a skeletal face can be, but he shrugs and starts reading the book.
Authors, so eccentric. It's performance art.
Excellent.
Sweet. All right, well, that prompts Torin to transform back into a gnome so he can put his coins away.
Area is trying to comfort Lynn because Lynn is crying and this is not okay.
Voak looks very uncomfortable with this emotion.
Grong would come over as well and pat Lynn on the shoulder and say, But we're doing good. We're playing long game. I've sold books.
He
Corin-
called me not person.
He's an asshole. Don't listen to him.
For clarification, he was talking about Voak.
That's not what Lynn heard. Lynn heard stupid people aren't people. And Lynn is fully aware that she is not very smart.
Okay.
Torin flips a platinum piece onto the table and says, "A round of drinks on me."
We need to be figuring out what we can do to make some money. Let's work on that and start sorting that out.
Torin's like, "Good point." He takes the platinum piece back and he puts a gold piece out and he says, "A round of drinks for me."
We go see marketing.
Yes. We'll
We
go
go-
see marketing.
So no drinks.
You can still order the drinks. I'll enjoy them with you.
Torin's like, "Let's not be too hasty. I think I'll just have a quick one and we can go."
Make it
Lynn would-
2 quick ones.
Torin sighs.
Lynn is gonna
Voak.
go. Oh, sorry.
Nope, go right on ahead.
Lynn is gonna go out and just stand with Jubilee and just affection on Jubilee for a little bit, and think about where she can put her castle.
The important things in life.
Yes. So Voak will stand and say, "So, do you all want instructions to Azure? To either
Yes.
seek advice from marketing or to rob it. I don't care which one."
Oh, definitely
I would like to go
robbing it.
to Azure.
Yes, we would like instructions, Voak.
All right. So, Voak does give you. He pulls out a piece of paper and starts drawing a map for you from this tavern to the city of Azure, and he points out several places in Lepkit that are particularly dangerous with the ice swamps and where to avoid them. He points out a couple of good taverns on the way, and overall gives some very helpful information on how to get to Azure, how to locate the publishing company, and who to speak to in marketing, and how they should be able to help you. He rolls up all of this information into a scroll and says, "Now, who do I deliver this to?"
Allie, pretending to be very focused on the map he is drawing, is also totally trying to pickpocket him.
Oh my gosh.
Torin would like to use guidance to assist this effort.
I'm not there, but I do want to make sure of something before I understand. Is Voak telling us to take a copy of our contract to Norma Wilcox? It's Norma Wilcox, Wilcox, on the 3rd floor, but he can't. He'd also advise us to fill out and file form WS2475 with the legal department on the 2nd floor.
No.
So that's a total of 10 on that sleight of hand.
Well, for Aria, once she has heard all the information she needs, she's gonna go outside and check on Lynn.
So, you are able to pickpocket Voak, and you get just a regular mundane quill. He is fully aware of you doing this and watches your hand and makes no motion to stop you.
Good. We've instilled the proper amount of fear in you.
Doesn't
Sashay away.
respond. So Voak, as soon as you all are not in his vicinity more, he is going to yeet.
I was gonna say Grong would take like 5 or 6 books off the table and say, "Don't worry, I will sell these."
Anna, when Torin gets to about where he is right now on the map, he's gonna use his fire spirit's fiery teleportation to go the rest of the way. And that rug
course
needs
he
to
is.
make a dex saving throw.
That goes on the quote board.
This one right here.
That's happening.
Yes, it is.
Well, the rug fails.
Right, the rug is on fire.
It's a rug.
And
Okay.
Torin is all of a sudden there.
Okay, well, the Dragonborn, who is very fond of his meditation rugs, is rapidly trying to put it out.
That's all.
So there. Okay, cool. So
I just wanted you to know that I
Is
could.
the Dragonborn wearing, like, as pictured, like a jacket?
yeah.
I use Produce Flame to try to catch just the sleeve of the jacket on fire.
Why? Why are you torturing
Quick
this
fail,
poor
light him up like a
Dragonborn?
torch.
Okay. What?
By the end of tonight, we're gonna have 2 silver and 2 copper pieces sold of books.
Does he need? Can he make any kind of save?
It's an attack.
Oh, it's an attack.
I'm just.
Okay.
It is a called shot, so traditionally called shots are rolled at disadvantage. But I'm just trying to catch
Yeah.
his jacket on fire.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's an 8.
That doesn't hit.
Okay, well, regardless, purple fire does shoot out of Ali's hand. It just doesn't go anywhere of note.
Torin nods approvingly. He's like, okay.
President Frank looks he looks up from the book. He's a little shocked, but then he goes right back to reading. So, do you all head out and start following Voak's instructions?
Sure.
Lynn is
What
going
could
to make
possibly
her castle first.
go?
Yes.
Nope, not gonna finish that sentence.
Oh, so your castle is going to be outside of this tavern?
Not directly outside the tavern, but like on the way out of town.
Hmm?
Because I've probably got about like 40 minutes to find and place it.
Hmm? Okay.
But I don't know where to
Then-
post it, but I have a picture for it.
You should
Oh,
definitely drop it
excellent.
on top of someone.
Someone's sister.
Where do I post the castle?
You can post it in the best of friends chat, and I'll make sure it gets around to Roll20.
This is a
Okay.
perfectly ominous river.
But it's fine. It's an ice swamp.
One
Perfectly
druid
ominous
demence
river.
coming right up.
Does anyone else see the shark? I want to point out the shark.
Yes.
It's a fish. It's a great
It's a
fish.
good friend.
Oh,
I was
a
gonna
great
say,
fish.
How big is this, like, cliff thing? Or is it just not very big at all?
Cliff thing? Oh, pretty darn.
Pretty darn big?
Yeah.
Like
How far
high?
down?
20 feet.
Okay, well then Grong and Scales will probably not take their morning bath. They were really excited about this, so
Aw.
This is an
Well-
ice swamp, right?
Hmm.
Is the liquid below even? Is the surface frozen?
It's not frozen.
Okay.
Before you all go off on your adventure, it is time for our break. And so, with that, we love our cast, and now we want to hear it for our crew as also. This session, we deeply appreciate the artwork of Danielle Skaggs, aka Sixky, on DeviantArt for continuing to bring our characters to life. We've also included various items from the interwebs and artwork from ourselves. If you like what we like and would like to know where we got it, let us know, and then you'll know what we know, and we'll all be in the know of what we like. We also want to give props to Dallas for playing a character and running tech tonight. That is awesome to pull double duty to make this happen. And we'll get right back to the adventure in just a few minutes. It is 8:30 Central Time now. We'll come back at 8:40 Central. Thank you.
Are we back?
Hello.
I forget. Do we talk during the break or are we quiet?
I mean, we can.
Oh.
I'm here. I'm just kind of trying to get food in me.
Food's important.
We're here. We're queer. I don't know. That's all I got.
Fair assessment, though.
Accurate.
I was about to go get some cookie dough from my freezer, and it's got Lucky Charms marshmallows in it, and I'm very excited because I'm 5.
What are we
Why is there
getting?
a
Okay,
cat
my
toy?
dinner was egg rolls and
There's
ice
a cat
cream.
toy under the fridge. Why? Because I have cats, that's why. Cookie dough has been acquired.
Oh, that
I need
sounds so
cookie dough.
good.
I have occasionally, when I was freshly bacheloring it, made a couple meals out of literally cookie dough and wine.
See, I don't have that much of a sweet tooth. I'm more of a crackers and peanut butter or crackers and cheese, depending on whether I'm in a peanut butter or cheese mood.
I love cheese.
I love cheese, but I also love peanut butter, and it all depends on the day which one I want right then.
I love... Okay, so I cannot have peanut butter, nor anything of peanut variety,
Ah.
but sun butter is fabulous. And I could eat that all day.
Is sun butter like made from sunflower seeds?
Mhm, yep.
Okay.
And it is the best alternative I have found thus far.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to try it at some point in time.
I like the which one is it? That cookie butter?
Oh, like a Biscoff.
That's my favorite
Biscoff
kind of
spread,
nut butter. Cookie butter.
What's it called? I know the specific kind of
cookies are my
it's
favorite
called,
shelled nuts.
but I'm losing it. I know it starts with an S. Speculoos.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
I remembered it started with an S.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Also, I put the cast picture up even though I forgot to do it while we were all introducing ourselves.
Well, I'm glad that it made it up there. Excellent, excellent. This is a good thing. Do we have all of our wonderful companions back?
I mean,
I'm here.
Yeah, I think.
And Dallas, what is Morgan doing?
Just snooping.
Cool.
Vibin'.
Excellent. Vibing. Good.
Having a vibe party with the shark.
Torn, get back over. Stop it. You stop it. I am going to need all of my wonderful druids to make strength saving throws, please.
Yes, that is a stat that I have.
Strength, yeah, that's fantastic.
Grong does have strength. Because he has to carry
I got
around...
a 2, Anna.
I also got a 2.
Oh, that's
I got a
exciting.
Can I use guidance on myself?
Smack
I feel
yourself
like
in
I
the
should
side of the
be
head.
flying
Do
my own
better!
If you got a 2, I don't think
So
guidance is going to
exciting.
help you.
I don't think guidance works on saving throws anyway.
Well, you're probably right. Here's a question. Can it, though?
I think not, because resistance exists.
I hear
That
you. I
is
hear
just
you. But
so exciting. This is this is certainly an unusual turn of events. Hmm.
hang on. Where did I just go?
Wrong. You see all of your co-author friends around you disappearing. And I need for you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That one's not as great, but it is a nat 20.
Excellent. Some of these creatures surrounding you throw a net at you, and you are able to dodge it. This one comes up behind you and throws a shield onto your back. Another dexterity saving throw.
Morgan would like to use the help action to give Gronk advantage.
Please do.
That is another nat 20.
Excellent. You dodge this shield. And
My
this
fire
guy
spirit can
is quite
teleport y'all
surprised.
away. FYI. Not super far, but
Like, did Grong see where everyone else went?
No.
I
This
think
one
Grong.
here. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say. I think Grong at this point would be like, I have a book for you. A book specifically written for you. Your book. Would you like to buy it? I need to sell lots of them. I'll
This
come with
one
you.
This one looks at you and says, "You come with us now, yeah. Come give me book."
And Grong would give him a book and head off with him.
Excellent. These creatures lead you off this way. Do attempt to restrain you. Resist.
Probably, since I'm willingly going with them.
are these little Murloc people?
Morgan is wing palming. Or face winging, I guess is how you would say it. Face winging.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw. They're going to throw some nets around you.
Oh, that's only an 11, and that wasn't supposed to be with advantage, so.
We've got you in a net. They're carrying you off.
Okay.
I would like to fire teleport him out of the net, please.
Well, I would let you do that. Only just as soon as they had kind of cleared that area, they too had disappeared, leaving flamey scales, Johnny, Jubilee, and Morgan alone. The druid's gone.
If he knew that he was being taken away from Scales, since Scales was on his back, he would have cast Shape Water, so Scales is in, like, a bubble of water.
Anna, is this the camp of those fish people?
It is.
I would like to set it on fire, please.
You may do so. And
Excellent.
now, players, you are no longer your druids or your animal companions.
Elliot, I need some help. You have that perfect tone of voice that you always remark to me that you have dark vision in. I cannot impersonate that tone of voice, but I need to remind Anna that technically my animal companion is a swarm of crows, not just a single crow.
Anna, I would like to point out that technically speaking, it is a swarm of crows. So
Thank you, Elliot. You're amazing.
I try.
I understand. There are a swarm of crows.
We're just
There's
making
a murder
sure.
of crows.
So just a
We
question.
emphasize murder. It's yeah.
Can our animals speak to each other?
They in theory, yes. Mine specifically can. It says that in my. Oh, and also, I don't know if y'all knew this, but mine has dark vision.
Oh,
Actually,
Elliot.
mine does too.
Elliot, you win the live stream.
It does. 60 feet.
Anyway, the swarm thing was important because I was going to, if Scales was having trouble getting around, permanently assign 2 of the members of the swarm to ferrying Scales wherever Scales needs to go.
Scales has a land speed of 0.
Scales just needs to splash a bit more, and then he can
No, it's fine.
evolve into
I will
dragon.
teleport you everywhere. Let's
Scales,
go,
you
fish.
splash. Nothing happened.
Let's go.
Let's
We're
go,
going on a
fish.
journey, the 2 of us.
It's fine. Just climb a waterfall, and you'll turn into a dragon.
No, I'm serious. Let's teleport everywhere. It's fine. It's just everything in our wake will be burned to ash. I couldn't be better.
Well, as long as I can stay in my water, I think that's okay.
It just says the spirit and each willing creature of your choice within 5 feet teleport up to 15 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. That's as far as it goes.
All right.
Let's go! So we're just fiery teleporting, I
Where are
guess.
y'all going?
No, crossing.
I
No,
mean,
God,
Jubilee
no,
is
I
currently
can't.
having a panic attack.
I can't teleport you over the bridge, or else the bridge will burn.
Jubilee has about 8 crows perched
'Cause I could only go
down their
15 feet.
spine.
All right. Well, that idea was
Jubilee
above.
is not accepting of that at any way, shape, or form.
Also, this might just be a technicality, but all of these trees are presumably on fire.
Excellent. Good to know. Things are on fire.
Also, shouldn't we be looking for our friends?
Nah, they're fine. I'm sure they got this.
One of the crows flies over. Friend?
Yes, fish's friend, not food.
There it is. Oh,
Excellent.
So much fire.
Excellent.
God.
And then Jubilee does eventually calm down and just kind of like huddle over to Shawnee.
I actually don't think we should teleport over the bridge, though, because it probably would set it on fire.
Got plenty of crows willing to ferry Scales wherever Scales needs to go.
It would be ill-advised to set the bridge on fire. Let's not do that.
That's why I stopped where I did.
I do have a question for the sake of the story. Is that shape water, the sphere, allowed to travel with Scales, or is it stuck in place like it would be for the actual spell.
Can travel with if you'd like. If any of the animals are strong enough to just straight up carry the tank like Kronk did, that'd be fine too. I am up to creative solutions that allow the movement of scales to not be a thing to distract from the story.
Is the
Awesome.
shape water ball around scales like a fish hamster wheel?
Yeah, I was gonna say, well then if there's no limits on that, then Scales will be swimming around and like pushing a ball of water.
Excellent.
It's a
Hey, did the
hamster
one
ball
tree
for
catch all
fish.
the others on fire? Because the fiery teleport's good, but it's not quite that powerful, I think.
Like,
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
you say
I
It's
you
mean,
only
wanted
it's
to
only
set
within
the camp
5
on
feet.
fire?
It's only within 5 feet.
yeah, it's spreading.
Oh, okay. Well, wildfire
swamp.
druids believe that fire is cleansing, and this is a rebirth for the forest.
So with all
it's
that
welcome.
fire is going to spook the skittish little elk, and she is going to go running across the bridge at a full gallop.
You know, I think we did the forest a favor. This is going to end well.
Shawnee is gonna try to keep up with Jubilee.
The fish is kind of unsure of what the fire is, but will follow along.
And also, Jubilee will let Shawnee up on her back if Shawnee wants a ride.
Excellent. Absolutely. Shawnee is a cat. Yes.
A crow may or may not be perching right between your ears.
I like how I, a human in real life, shook my head to try to get the crow off.
Excellent. So you all have made it across the bridge of this ice swamp. What's your game plan?
Be a swarm.
Find our people.
Yeah, Jubilee is very nervous, and Shawnee is basically her security blanket right now because she has not been alone like this for the better part of a decade. And yeah, she does not like being away from Iria and Lynn.
Do
The
we have
swarm would
any
like to
idea?
investigate whatever this ruin is down here.
Alrighty, roll some investigation. Well,
It's a 9.
it seems to be some ruined part of an old castle with rocks.
Anything
Stone.
Any
shiny?
trees?
There are indeed some trees.
Are there trees and rocks?
There are trees and rocks.
Is there a Canadian band singing about them?
Probably not.
Well, there should be.
Is there anything shiny?
Oh, you know what? Let's see. The screws on some of the older boxes would be shiny.
Excellent. The swarm takes all the shiny things.
Noted. You now have about 8 screws.
Excellent. And also a key. Don't forget the key that we also have.
No, I was just noting your new inventory,
Yes.
not your already inventory.
I was remembering that I had never collected the key from the swarm, so I also have a key.
When the druids were taken away, did we have any indication of what direction they were going or being taken? Or were they just poof gone?
That would be a wonderful thing for a skill check. How would you go about finding your druidic friends?
Well, did we
Are you
see the
looking-
direction they disappeared in?
Like responsible pets, we would file a missing persons report.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check for me, please.
You know,
Wisdom.
in retrospect, there are so many things that should have told me that this was coming.
Like,
Yeah. Well, is it wisdom or intelligence? Which one did you want?
Let's go ahead and go with wisdom, actually.
All right, that's a dirty 20.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yes. So, so you can tell that although the kidnappers essentially disappeared over here, that was a trick, an illusion. You can clearly see footprints being quickly covered up in the blizzard that are leading this way.
So they're going this way.
That is correct.
Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna hop off Jubilee's back and start heading this way.
Jubilee will follow her only remaining family.
Is everyone following, or do we have stragglers?
oh, the murder is coming.
Oh. Yeah, Scales is also coming.
Where do the tracks lead from this general
Wonderful.
area?
They lead to another map.
Excellent.
Da da da.
Hold, please.
Bum
We
bum.
switch over.
Elevator music starts to play.
And by the way, I will
Mm.
need each of you to roll a d4 that will become relevant later.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh well.
Man, my crits
3,
today are
post the results or keep them to ourselves? As everyone posts the result. Okay, I guess we post them.
I mean, you can keep them to yourself retroactively.
Just gonna message you all of
No,
my rolls
kinda.
privately.
You can just pretend.
Also, I just realized,
See
is this
that?
Homeward Bound?
No.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
For copyright reasons. No, I'm kidding.
For
Fantasy
copyright reasons,
Homeward
we are
Bound.
boundward
Kind of
home.
like we are boundward home. It's kind of like the opposite. Okay, let's see.
We're in
So-
trees. The swarm is very happy. I need more crow tokens. That's the trouble. That's the real trouble.
There are swarms. There are just so many swarms.
I need like 8 crow tokens, and then I could get the real vibe going here.
Oh my gosh. Well, hold on. I
Well,
will
why stop at
accommodate-
8? I mean, a murder can have hundreds of crows.
I know, but I don't want to overtax Anna. And besides,
So
she
many.
I'm
needs
just
to
saying.
arbitrarily limit how much trouble I can actually get into.
Okay, what if we preemptively agree that each crow token is actually like 5?
That I'm into.
5 crows. Okay, if I just straight up copy the token, are you able to move the
Mhm,
copied
mhm, mhm.
token? Gosh. Eh.
Oh, I for one was joking.
I was not.
I know Dallas is not joking with the amount of crows he wants. Okay, well, here you go. You have 1, 1, and 8.
Excellent, excellent. I can make this work.
8
I can make this
8
work.
subjugated crows. Oh, gosh.
I got this.
Immediately takes over the map.
So many crows.
This one is still perched on Jubilee's face.
Let us go forth and destroy our enemies' army of crows.
Cool. So, you cross over into continuation of the ice swamp. Just imagine that all of the blue ground you see beneath is actually white.
Okay.
I understand.
And you are in an ice swamp. Make that
Yeah.
clear. It is
I
still
sh-
winter.
I should also probably say that Scales is staying unusually close to Flamey to try to keep his water warm enough to not freeze.
Aww.
Flamey can light you on fire if you would like.
You're gonna light the water on fire.
That can be arranged as well.
Fire in water. Why?
Oh gosh, the fish people showed up.
Swarm is
Can-
straight up attacking this
Did
fella.
they? Oh gosh. Okay. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Wait,
Well, all right then.
are they attacking?
Well, yeah. While the murder attacks, roll initiative, and we can get that stuff going.
But are the fish people was this? Did we initiate or did they initiate?
Alice is initiating
Yeah,
apparently.
like
They could
the
be
crows have
totally-
initiated this.
We could have just invaded their village and now just be straight up murdering them. Is that what's happening?
Mhm.
This started as a book publishing deal.
It's
I
a
like how
cutthroat
you say that,
business.
Elliot. The person who initially suggested robbing a bank.
Okay, a bank heist is a fairly logical extension of that situation in some ways. This is not. Well, it didn't take too long for us to be like, let's rob the publishing company.
Oh no, I was just
Rob
trying to
us.
threaten. I was trying to threaten Voak to give us our money. Because I felt like we were being shortchanged.
I rolled a 5 on
We
initiative.
were.
So there.
We are.
Our book is amazing.
And now we're queens. That's gotta move units, right?
I certainly think it should be.
There we go.
Okay. Oh, well, that's not good. Okay.
I don't know what stats my
Yay.
murder actually has. Did you ever track those down, Anna, or do I need to go find them?
Let's see you find them first.
Got him.
Raven.
Mm-hmm. Ravens.
Got 'em?
Ravens
Yeah.
function. I've got a swarm of ravens. It's CR 1/4. Is that solid? Is that about what you're looking for?
Works for me.
Okay.
Okay, so this one you're attacking. Okay. You are attacking Jim Bob.
Uh-huh.
Attack Jim Bob. Are you please? Are you pecking? Are you biting? What's
Oh,
going
there is
on
pecking
here?
going on.
Okay, roll an attack.
It's an 11.
Get the dicey boys out.
R.I.P. Jim Bob. He died as he lived. Horribly.
That does not hit his AC.
I feel like I'd be stretching things to ask if I get advantage because I'm surrounding him.
I don't think it is, since I also don't want you to roll 8 attacks every time.
Ah.
So I think you can roll that attack with advantage.
I could roll 8 attacks every time. How about a 21?
Yep, that hits that, Jim Bob. How many points of damage you doing?
10?
Holy
Oh man.
yeah, Jim Bob's hurting.
Good.
Gosh, okay. 8. Anything else you can do on your turn?
No. I mean, one of the crows is still sitting on Jubilee's face, but that's it.
Jubilee, what you up to?
Do I have a clear, charge at any of these fish creatures?
crows are flying. I'd say, yeah, the ones that you're pointing to over here.
Okay. And also,
That's
are
within your
these?
speed, yeah.
Yeah, it's within my speed. Is it clear that these are the same creatures that took our humans from us, or our humanoids rather?
That would be an investigation check. That is how you would like to expend your energies.
I don't think Jubilee. I mean, Jubilee doesn't think all that much to begin with. I don't think Jubilee's gonna get that far. I think she's gonna jump to the conclusion and charge.
Excellent.
This
Is
guy.
that
Oh boy, we're doing this.
okay?
So the elk is moving at least 20 feet towards the target and then hits it with a ram attack on the same turn.
Can the crow riding Jubilee use the help action to caw loudly and give the elk advantage on their attack?
I think having a war cry around is helpful.
Excellent.
And are we gonna wipe out the Bob family?
Yep, we've got Dan Bob here. What's what's the...
family, we take their family.
Okay, what is what's that attack look like? That
Highest
rank attack.
highest roll was a 17.
That's a hit.
Alrighty. So because I moved at least 20 feet straight towards the target and hit them with a ram attack on the same turn, they take an extra 2d6 damage. So that's 3d6 plus 3, and they have to make a strength saving throw.
Oh gosh. Okay, well, they rolled a nat 20 for their strength saving throw.
Okay, so they are not knocked prone.
Okay, well, how much damage did they take?
I'm doing math. Stand by. They took 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh gosh. Well, Dan Bob is still alive. Technically.
Y'all have seen a moose, right? Or not a moose. Y'all have seen what elk look like, right?
Yeah, they're big beastie boys. Okay.
There's a reason I have an aura to make Jubilee look like a large creature to remind myself how big she is.
Okay. Anything else on your turn, Jubilee?
That is all I've got. I've got an action. I've got an action.
All right. Scales. What are you up to?
Scales doesn't think he wants to be any part of this. So Scales is going to be looking for his friend. Will probably use his action and dash action to get over here. And then his bonus action, he's going to cast Splash.
Does anything happen?
Okay. What does that do?
I don't know, I put it as an intelligence saving throw. If a creature nearby sees this, it isn't sure what to make of the fish. This may make someone interested in him or not. Not really sure. DM choice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yep. Okay, hold on. Let's do this.
Effectively
like-
Splash.
Yeah, from Pokemon. We need to find a waterfall for him to climb.
Hang
so he
on,
can become a dragon.
How did you move? Was this raven propelled motion or crow propelled motion?
No, this is the pushing the ball of water.
It was
We
the
we
fish
determined
hamster
that he can
ball.
move around his ball of water.
Right. Okay. That's
Yeah.
fair.
So, you've caught Chris Bob's attention, and boy, do you look tasty.
Oh gosh. Help!
Okay. So,
Is Fish Person yelling help? Is
Yes.
Scales yelling help? Okay.
Are we able to talk?
We did establish we could talk to each other.
mhm,
Oh, delightful.
yeah.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Okay. So it's now Bob's turn. Mm-hmm. Cool. So we've got some bobbing and some weaving.
I see what you did there.
Definitely. I'm pretty clever. Okay. So this fish is going to try to catch himself a bird.
Oh, that'll be fun.
And I need 3 of your crows, the 3 in the upper left. Let's see. Does a 11 hit their AC?
It does not.
Unfortunate. You for a dear friend, Jim Bob.
Okay.
Okay, and Dan Bob is going to kind of limp over here.
I would like to make an attack of opportunity.
Go for it.
Just one really angry headbutt. That's going to be a 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
I didn't move 20 feet. Don't sound that concerned. So-
What's that damage?
It's only
look
7
like?
points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep. That's all. That's all for Dan Bob.
May he rest in peace.
Jubilee is just
And-
screaming incoherently, by the way.
And Chris Bob is gonna try to grab himself a fish. Scales, make a dexterity saving throw.
That is a nat 1. Still not used to this bubble thing.
Okay, so you are now considered restrained. He is holding you. You are still within your bubble of water. He is not trying to suffocate you. All right, that's all those fish boy do. Play me.
Yeah.
up?
I'm gonna use some of my motion to get about here-ish, and I'm gonna shoot Chris Bob with a bolt of fire. So,
Mhm.
does an 8 hit?
Mm-mm.
Is that a no?
That is a no.
All right. I tried.
Dead.
I have dark vision.
You do. Shawnee.
Yes.
Chipped you.
I'm going to move over. Hold on one sec. Yes. I'm going to move over here. And then I'm going to use Flame Seed on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 23 hit?
It does, in fact.
Okay. And that would be a max damage, so 8. 8 fire damage.
8 fire damage on Jim Bob.
Yep.
Okay. So, Jim Bob is gonna go up in a flame, and he'd be a crispy fish.
Ooh, we have fish sticks for lunch.
Oops. Sorry, that was an accident.
And that is my turn.
I, Oregon, who have surrounded fish sticks.
Yes. But Morgan's friend is in trouble.
Yes, I would say so.
And so the entirety of the swarm is going to fly and surround Scales and Chris Bob.
Uh-huh.
I have a fly speed of 50, so I should be able to easily make it. And yes, I would like to attack.
Yeah.
17 hit?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a hit.
6 piercing damage, please.
On Chris Bob?
On Chris Bob.
Okay. Chris Bob takes that damage. He does not let go of the fish.
Rude.
Jubilee.
Okay, since there are now a whole bunch of burbs surrounding this guy, and so it probably is not possible for me to get into melee combat with them.
You should be able to move in and around the birds. They're like ducking and weaving and jabbing and flying, and they'll get out of your way.
So if I was to ram that dude,
You'd be fine.
I'd be good.
You'd be fine. Besides, if a bird or two dies, it's fine. In fact, actually, okay, I'm copying the stats of this character into Roll20 right now, and it says the swarm can occupy another creature's space and vice versa.
Fabulous.
Okay.
Charge!
Okay.
Or more accurately to or I don't know what that was going to say, but ramming speed basically.
Ramming speed. Okay. Go for it.
That is a 13 to hit.
Ludicrous.
That's a hit.
That's going to be strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm. That's a 16.
They pass.
Ha.
But I don't think it's going to matter all that much considering that they just took 6, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, you straight up crushed that fish.
Just headbutt into oblivion.
At least he's not prone, though, right?
Yeah,
We call that bitch-faced.
not a prone fish. Definitely not a prone fish.
He died as he
Um,
lived, standing up.
Gosh. Cool. One moment, please, while I resolve a roll from earlier.
And Jubilee is still just screaming incoherently.
Just all of the screams.
Some strange mix of panic and fury.
Yeesh.
At the same time, or is it like alternating back and forth? Like, ah!
Pointing at Olivia.
That sounds horribly unpleasant.
I feel like there's a I want to say it's a Metalocalypse reference, but I can't be certain. It's something that Adult Swim animated, in the aughts. I can't remember what is exactly what's in my mind for the screaming. But oh dear.
I'm calculating
Oh,
hit
well.
points. It's fine. It's fine.
Wow. Everything's fine.
Yes, I'm trying to actually make this
Sure.
character accurate.
Was it not? Well, Scales, it is your turn now. What would you like?
Take it that Scales is probably free at this time.
Oh, yeah, the person holding you is dead.
Um,
And any and all free crows are helping Scales back into his bubble.
Scales at this point in time would probably first off, you splash, and then probably try to head off to see if he can find his friend in that direction.
Okay. Make a perception check.
So perception is wisdom. Man, I really chose the wrong character. That is a 1, but not a nat 1. Because I have a -2 to wisdom. I have a -4 to strength, a -1 to con, a -5 to intelligence, a -2 to wiz, and a -4 to charisma.
Wonderful. So you can tell that this tree in the center is not like the other trees.
Okay.
And this person really wanted a fish snack, but you swam away too quickly for them to be able to fully form.
Hang on, wouldn't that be
thought
like
in their mind.
cannibalism?
That's a debate for sure.
It's okay,
I mean,
we're
it'd be
gonna
one
peck
thing if
them
they
to
didn't have
pieces.
sentience, but they clearly do.
Yeah. And that might be a point against our friend Joe Bob. And they, speaking of Joe Bob, they are going to try to catch themselves 3 little birds. Does 21 hit the AC?
Would you believe me if I said no?
No, I in fact would not.
And I said no, like a
You
liar.
know, like a liar.
Yes. it
Dallas,
You
thank you so
are, in
much.
fact,
is.
not true. So your crows with the blue dots on them are caught in a net. They are restrained. On their turn, they may use an action to make a strength check to try to free themselves,
Really?
or
A
another creature
strength
may do
check.
so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then
Also, how does he
These
catch 3
peeps.
birds? He doesn't have 3 hands.
he has a net.
Rude.
Who's
and
Annette?
this- You're a funny one. This one's going to come up and try to grab a kitty cat.
That's kind of rude.
I mean, I didn't say they were nice. Could you please make a dexterity saving throw to avoid being caught by Phil Bob?
19.
He does not catch you.
Excellent.
Amy, what's up?
Flamey, can you teleport my birds out of the net?
Give me a minute. What do you think I was gonna do? Jeez. God.
I'm just
Ruin
saying,
the
like,
suspense.
pretty, please.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, fiery teleport. Where do you want to go, Dallas?
I don't care. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Just
really?
not
Well,
the
because
net.
you suggested it, I figured you might have a destination. So, just ping on the map within 15 feet. Anywhere within 15 feet that your eyes can see. Wherever you want to go. Except for the dark place. We don't talk about the dark
We
place.
don't talk about the dark place.
All right, executive decision. We're gonna go right here.
Excellent.
And what's this one's name? Joe Bob? Joe Bob needs to roll a dex saving throw, please.
Dex saving throw is a 2.
All right, he takes. Only K. Okay, that's fine. He takes 3 points of fire damage.
Ow.
Yeah, that's all, folks.
Excellent. Johnny, what you up to?
Well, this guy just tried to grab me, so I am going to use Flame Seed on him and smack him with some fire.
Okay, make that attack.
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
And that would be 6 fire damage.
Ooh. Well, Bob will take that 6 fire damage. Man.
And that's my
good
turn.
to know. Morgan, what do you have planned for us?
What do you think? Hypothetically. Does a 17 hit?
Mm-hmm.
How's 8 piercing damage?
Ooh, 8? Are you sure? An 8?
Yes.
Okay. That certainly hurts, Joe Bob. Joe Bob is still alive.
Okay.
And we've got Jubilee.
That was descriptive.
Oh dear. That was a critical success.
I like that too.
OL?
Oh, elk.
Oh, well. Okay. And I assume Jubilee is charging Joe Bob over here?
No. Whoever this guy is.
Oh!
Get that 20-foot extra 2d6 damage.
Okay.
Do I roll additional dice or do I double the die result?
Additional dicey dice.
Okay. So it is 66 plus 3.
Gosh.
And also, can I get a strength saving throw?
You want to
Well,
calculate the damage first.
While I add all this up.
That is a 14.
Well, he survived, or he survives. He resists the getting knocked prone. I don't know if the
Walter is not.
yeah, but he does take 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Okay, well that's a dead fish.
That was 3 5s, 2 3s, a 4, and a +3.
We like dead fish as long as they're not our fish.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That would definitely be fantastic.
Hey.
A little
Okay.
fishy, if you ask me.
So how is this guy looking over
Okay.
here?
Scales, that guy is looking. Seen better days. Surrounded by
Okay.
birds. Birds aren't his thing.
In that case, Scales saw this guy net some of his bird friend,
Mm-hmm.
and so he is going to come charging in because
Oh.
I feel like he has been around enough battles that he has grown to level 15 Magikarp and does a 21 hit.
Oh gosh. Yes.
So that will do 1 bludgeoning damage.
That is adorable. Yeah,
Tail
he
slap.
takes 1 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I
I am
envision a
deeply
charge,
appreciative.
and then the very end of the charge, instead of like actually tackling, it's just turning around like a little dink with the tail.
I deeply appreciate the commitments to the meme.
Okay.
And also, I, for one,
So-
welcome our new Magikarp overlords.
Yes. New Magikarp overlords. I accept this. Okay, so
I'm pretty sure
our
that's all he
fishing
can
boys-
do. But he didn't kill Bob.
No,
Sad.
Aw.
no.
His max damage is 1, by the way.
So that's adorable. So these fishy boys are continuing to treat
Do fishy boy things.
fishy boy things. Bob is also going to try to retreat. Are you going to take an attack of opportunity, Shani?
Yes.
All right, go for
Cats
it.
always take attacks of opportunities. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So what am I rolling for that, or am I just rolling for?
That depends. What you doing?
Well, I only have
Attack.
2 things. I can either hit him with the fire again, which is pretty much it.
Yeah, you can go for some fire, or if you have claws as one of your weapons, go for it.
I will just whack with the fire again, and that's a 23 to hit.
That certainly does hit. How much damage does that flame do?
5 fire damage.
Okay, his back is certainly crispier as he does continue to run away. However, this one, surrounded by the birds, is gonna cast a net
Rude.
and does 21. Yes. So I'm not gonna ask because you're gonna lie. So 3 of your birds are once again trapped in a net.
Rude. Very rude.
I think that's a matter of perspective.
I don't know. Looks around at all the
Yes,
other
he
animals.
was-
Do you agree with me?
I don't think that it has yet sunk into our dear friend Joe Bob that he is alone.
Not for much
Flamey,
longer.
Yes. Well, why mess with success?
your turn. What
Uh,
you doing?
fire teleport these birdies out of here. We're gonna go 5. I don't know where my token is. Okay, there it is. We're gonna go the farthest we can diagonally. We're gonna go here,
Diagon Alley!
and he needs to do a Dex saving throw.
Dear. A Dex
I love that you
saving
keep fire teleporting and we are clearly on a wooden walkway.
throw. A 5?
If that fails, he takes 5 points of fire damage.
Okay, he's looking real bad.
Did that count as my movement? It shouldn't because it was a teleport, which I think is an action, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that-
I'm
that
gonna
would
use
be an
my
action.
movement to come back in range and just taunt him. If he
He's
lives
not
to
liking
see another
that.
round.
Not liking that.
Well,
Johnny?
what's he gonna do about it?
Fire tot.
I'm gonna move over here. And I'm gonna flame seed Phil Bob again because he tried to hit me and I don't like that very much.
Ooh, excellent.
I assume a 22 hits.
That is correct.
And I once again rolled max damage, so another 8 fire damage.
Phil Bob is able to turn around just as he sees this flame coming towards him as he is engulfed. Dies.
Wait, we should have rolled him in Panko first.
I'm pleased with this.
Excellent. So, Morgan. Hi.
With murder in their eyes. Ugh! They try to attack, but they only get an 8.
Sorry. That's not gonna hit.
Rude.
Jubilee. What you up to?
Jubilee is an elk of simple thoughts and simple designs. And screaming the war cry of a panic attacked, frightened and scared woman who just wants her humanoids back is going to charge. Is this Phil Bob? Whichever one this is.
Just put him out of his misery.
Yeah.
That's Joe Bob.
Okay.
Joe Bob. Who
Well, does a
has-
17 hit Joe Bob?
Yes, it does.
Okay. 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and he has to make his DC. I think it's a 13. DC 13 strike saving throw or be knocked prone.
Pretty sure he doesn't have enough hit
Know
points
how
left
many
to worry
hit
about
points Joe Bob had left?
1.
Joe Bob had 1 hit point left.
Hey!
that. Yeah, I was really hoping that skills
He
would
just
take it.
explodes into a million pieces.
So,
Brushed into a case. This is a family show.
so
Clearly.
Joe Bob is gone. And even though there are still technically enemies on the board, they are frightened and running away.
Was this
That's
supposed to be
right!
a
Run
negotiation?
like cowards!
100 feet per round? I don't think Jubilee's gonna care.
Well, Scales is very excited about this new thing that he's picked up. And since he knows that this tree is not like the others, he is going to go tackle the tree.
Metaphorically, or are you tackling the tree?
Does a 20 hit the tree?
Yeah?
Well, it's not like the other trees. So, he does 1 bludgeoning damage to the tree.
You take 1 bludgeoning point of damage as what you hit was metal.
Is it
Guys,
shiny?
Scales is unconscious.
And was this supposed to be a combat scenario, by the way? I'm
It
really
didn't
curious.
have to be.
Okay. Just wondering. Okay, so this could have been peaceable.
Peace was never an option.
Only violence.
It does say in the text that if the character is incapacitated, the spirit can take any action of its choice. So free will, I guess. Powerful stuff.
Okay.
Is the metal tree shiny?
Yeah.
So you guys,
No, it is a dull metal.
Rude.
but you guys probably heard the metal.
Can I
And now
dismantle it
the-
anyway?
Heard a thunk.
Shawnee is gonna hop back up on Jubilee's back and start grooming her paws.
Jubilee, who is presumably just drenched in viscera, is going to charge after the remaining fishmen because all she is at this point is murder.
I send a crow along. The rest of the swarm is working on taking this tree apart.
Okay. Roll dexterity.
Just dexterity or a dexterity saving throw?
No, just dexterity.
Oops, advantage is still on, but it doesn't matter. So that is a 7.
Okay. So, clunking around this tree, it is obvious that it is not a tree, that it is a tower. And your crows are having a lot of difficulty trying to take it apart, but you do find panels, you find latches, you find keyholes, you find
I
that
start
it's
trying
a
my
pretty
key
cool
in
looking
all
tower.
of the keyholes.
Excellent. Roll sleight of hand. Or not sleight of hand, just another dexterity.
I'm proficient in sleight of hand. But there's a nat 20
If you would
dexterity.
prefer. Excellent. After surprisingly few tries, you are able to unlock a door.
That's all.
That's all.
Where is this door?
For Jubilee and Shawnee, assume that you have plowed down the remaining fish. They are no more.
Charge, steed!
Crushed to death beneath the hooves of righteous fury.
Who knew? Jubilee the elk is a barbarian.
Apparently. Do we mind if the elk rages? Do we see this door in the fake tree?
If the crows pointed out, absolutely.
The crows swung it open and are cawing loudly.
Wonderful.
Might be impersonating a baby screaming. Just because it's the most annoying sound they know.
Here.
You see, I can actually imitate a baby crying very well, but I don't want to scare my landlords.
Poor Scales.
Good. And Scales, hold on, little buddy.
Is Scales dead, or can we, like, do a medicine check or something?
No, Scales is not dead because Scales only lost 1 hit point, and he had 1 hit point. When you hit 0, you're not dying, you're just unconscious.
Sure, so then can we, like, roll to help? I can let you on fire. Would that help?
We're now on the 3rd floor, apparently.
Hi. Not on the 3rd floor.
There's
I
also a
will
first and
see
second
where
floor.
you are.
Ah.
You are, in fact, on the 1st floor. And you see a very surprised folk. The
Kill
room?
it. Kill it with Swarm.
Can Jubilee fit up those stairs, or indeed into the tree at all?
Yes. It is a large tree. It kind of looks bigger on the inside.
Uh-huh.
But does the door allow a large creature ingress, or is it 5 feet wide?
It does.
Okay.
It makes allowance for an elk.
Okay.
So the swarms the fish.
Yes.
Jubilee
Does a
trots up
24
to
hit?
fish.
Yeah.
8 piercing damage.
The fish is very hurt.
Excellent.
The fish goes, what are you? What are you?
Where are our people?
You're doomed.
Jubilee trots
that?
up, covered in fishman gore, and just huffs. Your worst nightmare.
Breathes heavily in the
Ew.
background.
Fish person not understanding a word you all are saying.
I love the
looks
cat walks up and like
terrified.
very seriously. Meow.
Most serious looking cat you've ever seen in your entire life.
Help.
Are we in any sort of
help,
combat order?
help. No,
Jubilee,
Can I
kill
shoot
it.
him with fire?
can.
Is it trying to hurt us?
Not necessarily. He's just kind of freaking out.
The swarm is
Well, I only
trying to
rolled
kill
a
it.
2 anyway. Well, technically it's a 6.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Jubilee is
He's not
going
looking real
to.
good.
Jubilee is actually going to go looking for her people instead of slaking her bloodlust further.
Can I attack the fish person again?
Dance, fish, dance, and we may yet let you live.
So dance, fishman, dance. Man, he never had a chance.
If Jubilee is leaving the room, Shawnee is going with to make sure Jubilee is safe.
As soon as they are allowed to,
Okay.
the swarm is attacking the fish person again.
Go for it.
Got a 24.
That's a hit.
5 piercing
I think it's a dead-
damage.
That's a dead fish.
Excellent.
Yes, the only way in or out is an ascending staircase and the door you just came through.
Dramatically flying up the
unspeakably
spiral
too, or
staircase.
is this
Right.
just also wanton slaughter?
I believe
Yes,
this
you
is what is
leave.
called aggressive negotiations.
We get the memo that this was a druid game? It's very druid-like at all.
Our animal companions are not necessarily druids.
They are
I mean-
savage. I guess that's true.
We have 3 pyromaniac
I mean, I'm
druids.
just a spirit of fire. What do I care about mortals, right?
We have 3
I don't
pyromaniac
even die, I
druids.
just get banished back to my realm when I go to 0 HP. Like,
And
The
Yeah.
swarm is collecting scales and dropping the poor fish on Lynn's lap.
Oh my gosh. So you enter the 2nd floor where you do find Lynn and Torin being guarded by Fishboy.
Jubilee immediately charges Fishboy.
The swarm is
Okay.
helping.
Firebolt! Firebolt!
The swarm got an 18.
That's a hit.
Jubilee
7
got
piercing
a
damage.
23.
Flamey also got a
Hit.
23.
Oh, and that was 20 feet.
7 damage.
Oh,
7
Okay.
fire damage.
Okay, he takes 7 fire damage.
Are Torin
15
and Lynn
bludgeoning damage.
tied up in any way?
It's a dead fish.
Shani is very, very happy to see Lynn and is absolutely rubbing up against Lynn's legs and purring.
Is Lynn tied up or detained in any specific way?
No, they are not. They are not restrained.
Lynn is going to attempt to cast Cure Wounds on Scales.
Cast it.
What if this whole time they were just like having tea or some shit and we just barged in and
Yeah, I guess.
they're just
I guess.
like, oh god, no!
I guess for the sake of context, what was happening?
Lynn and Torin, you were kidnapped and detained in this tower with no word of explanation. You were
Okay.
placed under the spell hold person and were no communication or explanation was given to you. No harm was done to you.
Okay, cool. Scales receives 7 hit points.
Which he has a max of 1, so.
Excellent.
Okay. Similarly to the other room, the only access point in this tower is the staircase, either continuing back down to the first floor or ascending to the third floor.
The swarm is flying up.
Going up.
Scales has no idea where he is, but will attempt to ascend stairs in a ball of water. Maybe get some help from flying creatures.
I was gonna say the swarm has
We'll
totally
just
got your back
fiery
if you need
teleport
help.
all of us up the stairs in a blaze of glory. It's fine. If you all surround the flame, it'll work, because it's every creature within 5 feet, so technically.
The swarm got a critical success on attacking Fishboy. The swarm does not
Roll
ask
some-
questions.
Roll some sweet double damage.
How does 20 piercing damage sit on you?
That's a dead fish.
Scales runs up and tackles it afterward for good measure.
Lynn is immediately going over to find Iria and just like clinging to her and sobbing for dear life. And Jubilee is starting to have the 1,000-yard stare of the fact that as she realizes that she has committed a number of murders.
A number? You've committed more murders than the murder of
Start
crows.
as self-defense.
Area is going to
could
hold Lynn.
all-
Area is going to hold Lynn and kind of just try to comfort her.
Could all of my druid friends please make a perception check?
Taking me to open my other
Like our
character.
actual druid.
Yeah, you're actual druids.
Okay.
Excellent.
Perception, you say?
Perception.
Dirty 20.
21.
Right.
First turn.
That was a nat 20, so 25.
10.
Fiffity teeny.
Cool. So all of you hear some knocking, and then heavy. Thank you for the sound effect. And then some heavy footfalls as someone ascends the stone steps.
She
Grog,
positions herself in between her people and the newcomer.
Can I get
Is he
the
hostile?
newcomer
Is
to
he
make
hostile?
a wisdom
Did them
saving
first
throw?
attack.
Corey is ascending the stairs very casually, and you said a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
That is a 17.
Fine. Never mind.
Grong would be running to the stairs as quickly as possible, already starting without even seeing who it was. I have a book for you, a book specifically written for you, your book!
Ja'Cory chuckles and makes it to as far as group allows and kind of folds his arms over the banister. Well, now, see, you all have had an exciting adventure.
Does he look like he's going to attack? I am so ready.
Oh, he is totally casual.
I already tried to cast
Casual
hold
as in
person.
like casual as in like about to attack. Casual like fake casual.
No, real chill.
How did you like the book?
Well, to be honest, it's been such a short spell, I haven't had a chance to read it yet. But I'd say might sell better if you add a couple more chapters to it. Heard you might need a better ending. Something with a personal touch. The bill, wouldn't you say? And he winks at you.
Who did he wink at?
You.
Thorin?
That's the question. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a personal touch. He's like, well, take me to dinner first.
I can cast hold person again. Do
Okay.
I need to?
Jubilee would like to huff in Ja'Cory's face.
I think I understand what Ja'Cory is getting at, but I want to see if Aria does.
Ja'Cory, roll insight, and Ja'Cory will look at Jubilee and say, "Well, are you madder than a cat getting baptized?"
21.
With a 21, you can infer that upon hearing the troubles you all were having, set up a scenario for you all to have a bit of an adventure.
So
I
he
cast
did
another-
all of this just to get us a better ending?
I cast another hold person out of spite.
I was going to
Aria-
say, let's just kill him for that. Jeez.
Aria looks less than pleased at this and says,
That is a wisdom saving throw to resist hold person.
Aria looks
Wisdom
way.
saving throw. That is a 16.
Rude. It's both of my cool spell slots.
Yeah, Aria looks real pissed off.
Corey's grinning.
Lynn,
You think
still
this is funny?
crying.
Grong, I think at this point, would be grabbing a large armful of stuff off the desk and then yelling at Ali as he heads, trying to push past everyone on the stairs. I got the stuff! Cops and robbers, let's go!
What a beautiful human creature.
What a beautiful ending.
Lynn, still sobbing, marches right up to Ja'Cory and is going to catfight slap him.
Okay.
Ali
Casting
casts
primal
guidance.
savagery.
Roll an attack.
That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
And let me find a d10. That's 7 points of acid damage as her unnaturally sharpened fingernails just right across Jacori's face. I am person! And she's going to turn around and walk away and keep sobbing.
He'll kind of cock his head to the side and say, "Well, that one there, tougher than $2 steak. I wish you all luck in your book. But, careful where you hold those meetings. Never know who's watching, who's listening, who might want to help." And with that, our Druid focus game comes to an end.
Despite our attempts at more violence.
Despite more violence, despite the angst. And our dear friends, that is all for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to see you back next week, same time, for the continuation of the Cuddle Vagabonds. Once this video is uploaded to YouTube, you can find more ways to connect with us through the description. Have a good night, everyone. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and stay safe out there. Bye-bye.
Hard hand.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.